Hey, I'm Siobhan, community cultivator and founder of BEFREE Project. The BEFREE Project podcast was created for community, sisterhood, and personal growth. Each week, you'll be inspired and motivated to do the work to show up for yourself so you too can feel fulfilled and be free. Now grab a pen and a notebook and let's get into the show. The best decision that you can make today is joining the BEFREE Inner Circle at BeFreeInnerCircle.com, a community for like-minded women to find their forever friends and get accountability to do their personal growth work. Your membership includes a private, exclusive community of women who are not only showing up for themselves, but for one another. Weekly live events with me and or guest speakers, daily accountability so this way you can finally get stuff done, mentorship from yours truly, and so much more. Now, there's no long-term commitment and you can cancel at any time. However, I can guarantee the moment you join, you're going to feel a warm embrace and you're going to want to stick around. Every single member of the BEFREE Inner Circle will walk away with clarity, fulfillment, and confidence because guess what? When you're around me, you're going to win. So come and grow inside the BEFREE Inner Circle at BeFreeInnerCircle.com. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the BEFREE Project podcast. As always, I'm happy that you decided to listen in for another week. Now, the sound quality may sound a little bit different this week. I'm actually recording from my phone because I'm having an issue with my mic and my computer, but I still wanted to show up. All right, so what I'm loving this week is the book We Should All Be Millionaires by Rodgers. And if you've been following me on the gram, then you already know this book is changing my entire life. I'm even a part of a book club that we're discussing it on Wednesdays, each chapter, as we are processing through it as well. And then I've been sharing quotes from the book. I mean, it's really shifting my mindset as it relates to money, and it's a book that I highly recommend. Any book that I share here on the gram, you'll find it in my Amazon bookstore, and you'll find that link in the show notes. All right, so let's get on to today's topic, which is you gotta fight for your life. Listen, just because the journey gets hard, that doesn't mean you quit. And I'm seeing so many women give up on themselves because they're facing challenges. I've talked about this so many times, and I feel like it bears repeating. This journey is not easy. The work is not easy because if it was, we all know that everybody would be doing it. But let me say something, that even though doing the work is hard at times and the journey can get challenging, it's so worth it because the more you become yourself, the better you feel. I'm speaking from experience, and even right now, I am having my own personal challenges, and it's tough. But I said, you know what? I will never quit on myself, no matter how hard this journey gets. And so you're going to face challenges. You're going to want to give up on yourself. You're going to feel like no one cares about you. You're going to feel like it's too late for you. You're going to feel like you've made too many mistakes in your past and there's no hope for you. You're going to feel like you're getting too old. Right? There's so many things that's going to come up in your mind that's going to make you want to quit, but you have to fight for your life because guess what? Nobody else is going to do it for you. I know it gets tough. I know it gets lonely. I know you want to quit, but guess what? If you are listening to this podcast week after week after week, I'm going to keep challenging you to show up for yourself. I decided years and years ago that no matter what came my way, I was going to keep going, period. That even when things get tough and it feels like I am sinking or I'm suffocating and I cannot breathe, I decided that no matter what, giving up is not an option for me. And so I have to shift my energy. I have to do some practical things that I'm going to share with you at the end every single day so that I can become the best version of myself. Listen, even yesterday, it was a very frustrating moment that I had. I woke up full of energy and full of life and all of the things, and then something hit in my business, then personal stuff came up, and I was very sad. And I cried and cried and cried in my bed because I needed to release and cleanse everything that was coming up. There were some negative thoughts that came through my head, and I just allowed myself to be in that moment. My husband was speaking life over me and encouraging me. And then later that evening, I had one of our weekly live chats inside the BEFREE Inner Circle, our video chats. And I told the members up front, I said, y'all, my spirits are low. I need you to fill my cup. I need to be energized by you. And as I saw all the beautiful faces on the screen and these women trusting me to make space for them, and as they shared their growth journey and how they're facing their fears and taking up space and practicing self-love and getting excited about celebrating themselves, I started to get energized. And I'm like, Siobhan, this is why you're a community cultivator. This is why you do what you do every single day, because you're literally impacting lives all over the world. And these women need you to show up for them just like you need them to show up for you. And it was a beautiful experience because I was like, this is it. And when I tell you I got off that call so full of life, I went outside and I took a walk and I said, okay, this is how we're going to finish the evening. And this morning I woke up and I said, okay, we're going to shower. You're going to put on your sexy, cute dress. It's going to be a productive day and you're going to kill it today. And that's the energy that I had because I made a decision that I will never give up. No matter what I face, no matter what comes my way, I'm going to show up for Siobhan regardless. And that same energy that I have, I want you to have that for your own life. Listen, the journey is not easy. And I will say it week after week after week. You need community. Thank God for my friends who I get the amazing support from on a day-to-day basis. Thank God for my family who are here to support me. Because again, I don't want to be doing this alone. And in fact, I cannot do it alone, And if you remember the quote that I shared last week, that comes from the book, We Should All Be Millionaires, 95% of your success and your failure depends on who you spend time with. You better make sure you're spending time with the right people or else you will give up. And you won't have a reason to fight for your life if you're surrounded by people who are in a negative mindset, who are not chasing their dreams, who are not going after their goals, who are not doing the personal growth work. You got to surround yourself with successful people who are willing to show up for themselves so that that way they can show up for you. I want you to decide today that you're going to show up for yourself no matter what. Because guess what? You deserve it. You deserve to flourish. You deserve to find fulfillment. You deserve to be free. And I'm going to share a couple of things that's going to support you so then that way you can put some things into place right away. So I'm sure you heard me talk about this before. It's the 3 to be free. And this is the signature thing that I do every single day, no matter what comes my way. Number 1 is to walk daily. If you have the ability to move your feet, I need you to get outside every single day for a minimum of 10 minutes and go for a walk. Connect with nature, connect with yourself, and just be in the moment. Every single day, I need you to walk. This is something that I've been doing since March of last year. I have not missed a day yet. And when I tell you it has improved my life so much, the way my body looks, the way I feel about myself, just because I decided to go for a walk daily. Number 2 is to affirm yourself. Every single day, speak life over yourself. I give you affirmations week after week after week. You can also purchase the Girl Be Free affirmation cards. You will find the link in my show notes. There's a deck of 31 positive statements that you get to recite day in and day out. The third thing that you want to do is to take action every single day. That means you're going to move forward and take a step. That step could be updating your resume. That step could be finally looking for that apartment that you want to relocate to. That step could be having an inspiring conversation with your friends. That step could be enrolling and joining the BEFREE Inner Circle. That step could be you deciding to have the hard conversation with someone that you have been avoiding. That action step could be you saying no and starting to say yes to yourself. That action step could be setting healthy boundaries. That action step could be reading a book. Every single day, I want you to practice walking daily, affirming yourself, and taking action, taking a step forward into the life that you deserve to live. And I promise you, doing these 3 things will boost your mood. I created a worksheet that you will find the link in the show notes that I want you to download it. I want you to print it out so that way you can have this daily reminder on how to show up for yourself. And when you print it out, I want you to snap a picture, tag me on Instagram so I can see it and root and cheer for you. Your journal prompt for this week is, I will start doing blank today. Your affirmation is, everything, and I mean everything, is always working out for your good. Always, in always. This week, I want to shout out my coffee giver, who is Cassandra. And Cassandra says, thank you for the encouragement, the accountability, and sisterhood. Cassandra, you are so welcome. And she's a member of the BEFREE Inner Circle, and it's been a pleasure and a joy to watch her grow and blossom and flourish and all of the things. And so you too can support my coffee habit. And if you're inspired by anything that I shared today, whether on the podcast or when you read my newsletters, you can always treat me to a cup of coffee. The link is in the show notes and it's also in my newsletters every single week. And then again, as I mentioned to you, that if you want to ask a question about personal growth and or friendship, you can dial 216-438-0830 and leave a message, or you can share some thoughts or feedback from some of your favorite episodes. Again, that number is 216-438-0830, and I cannot wait to get a voicemail from you. And what I will do is play that voicemail live on air and then respond to you in real time. If you have not done so yet, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, because this way you will never miss out on an episode. Share this episode with a friend and say, hey girl, here's the link to this podcast I just listened to. I want you to listen to it as well, and let's talk about it when you're done. Don't forget, I go live on Instagram every single Friday, unless I'm traveling, at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're looking for a little midday pick-me-up, come hang out with me. Now that you've listened to today's episode, the next step I want you to take is join the BEFREE Inner Circle. It is a membership community that I curated for women to find their forever friends and for me to hold you accountable to do your personal growth work. You hear me say all the time that this work is not meant to be done alone, and that is why I want you to take the initiative to do the next thing and commit to a minimum of 90 days and allow me to support you on your journey. Allow me to be in your corner, so then that way when you feel like giving up, when you feel like you can't fight no more, allow me to encourage you, motivate, and inspire you to do the work. I'm here for you. I'm excited about being a part of your journey. You can head over to BeFreeInnerCircle.com. And until next time, girl, be free.
Hi, this is Sharice from Spring, Texas, which is northeast of Houston, Texas. I joined the BEFREE Inner Circle because I wanted to be around like-minded women who are serious about doing the work of improving their lives, whether it's their personal lives, they're in their careers or in their businesses. I want to be around women who are serious about doing the work and improving, and also encouraging the women around them to do better and be better. What I love most about the BEFREE Inner Circle is that it's a judge-free zone. I am free and encouraged to be my most vulnerable self, good and bad. And Siobhan is such a great leader in helping me to dig deep and encourage me to keep doing the work so that I can keep improving in my personal life, in my professional life, and just overall become the best version of me.